Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and this is Train Fever with the North Atlantic custom map. Look at this big fella just rolling out there, having delivered his supply of almost zero coal. Pretty impressive stuff. Yes, we're picking up exactly where we left off last time around, just outside Yeol with a brand new goods route to keep us all in goods or some such. Hey, we've got some, look, see, steel being produced. Production up to 9. Oh, how the people will celebrate as this incredibly expensive route. And see, look, we've got the major service that I've got to run out of here. We're going to need some really clever queuing in order to make this work. However, this is part of the plan. A load of trains all politely waiting for one another. Anyway, today we're going to extend this further out to Sukitani with a passenger line, which does have it smacks a little of insanity, but it needs to be done. But before then, we need to do a quick review of the train situation elsewhere. So, meanwhile, this route here, if we go and let's go follow you, shall we? This ancient mariner. Okay, yes, I can call it an ancient mariner, given that we're currently passing the. Look at this beauty. Passengers 7 of 64. Not bothered about making any money in the slightest. Slow as you like. Time for an upgrade. Right, where are we running here? So I need to do some train upgrades, basically. This is the Nordic service here, and it's costing me cash. So let's bring it up to date a little, shall we? Now, what are our options? This nice electric number, 600,000 a year, or 700,000 a year. Those are really the two. Oh no, we could run. It's only 56. It's cheaper, as you would hope. That's slow as you like. Maybe for an internal service. This Danish wooden number. Yeah. Okay. Right. I think it's either going to be this Swiss loco. Given that it comes into Europe, we're allowed to use Swiss services, but very little in terms of. I mean, we could wait for the next hefty Nordic loco to come into operation, and likewise I'm just chewing up time here with indecision. Do we want to go with that? Do we? Or do we? I think we keep steam for as long as we can keep steam. Wagons, we're going to want the BC4. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4 should do it. What's that going to be? That's 36, that's 72. Yes, fine. Set the vehicle on there. Off you go. Right, good. So that should resolve that particular line, and I'm fine to leave it at 100% because those should all get triggered immediately. Right, what else have we got going on here? Potato to Brian VA is running something ancient. Let's have a look here. Alright, there we go. I'm done with you. You can go. Oh, look at it. Look at this ancient. I mean, talk about. This is ridiculously old. Right, let's get a replacement set on here. Now you can use the Danish. I mean, what's that? 50 miles per hour, or more expensive and better. Right, we'll have that. Likewise, you're going to need some wagons, and I think you're going to score some BC4s as well. 1, 2, 3, 4 should do the trick. Yes, make it happen. Okay, I think we'll stick with this one until it gets to its destination and see if it changes up straight away. How long is that going to be? Likewise, look, traffic on the roads. All of it floating. They've all been to 2015 in order to have their Mr. Fusion fitted. But you know, we can spare the time. We're only going to one station in today's building project, so you know we can ride along with this chap and see how it pans out. Can we get a more dramatic angle, I wonder? And I quite like the fact that it's lots of little dinky wagons going on here, the coaches. That's quite nice. We're going to arrive anytime soon, so you know, brace yourselves. And also, you know, maybe this will do. I would hope that this would seed a little bit more growth, just by whizzing passengers to and fro in a little bit more haste. Of course, what I didn't check is to see whether this was actually due a replacement. I would imagine it is. There you go, coming into Potato now, and our service says. Survey, our survey says. Come on. Don't leave me waiting. There we go. Right, okay, well that's more exciting, isn't it? 37 on board. That's now going to, you know, grease lightning its way up and down there. Right, okay, next. Who else is running something clearly archaic? Are we there? No. Oh, there we go. Here's another one. Now, what are you doing? How are you? You're also doing 30 miles per hour. And what's the matter? You don't want to get there ever? We'll set you onto a. I mean, as much as there are updates to rail services coming pretty soon. Yes, good, right. What else have we got? I quite like running that. One more? Anyone else? Oh, no. What have you done to me? Ooh, well, I know where you're going to run, the Pioneer Zephyr. Wikakita Amasol is also running something sluggish by the looks of it. Oh, no, it's doing a massive 40 miles per hour. Steady on. And it's making money. Oh, that's good. Let's see if we can't make it a bit more money by putting something a little bit more modern on it. Or, no, let's hold off. The A4 is due in 2 years. We'll do that instead. Anybody else currently begging for an upgraded locomotive? No. Okay, everybody else is fine. We'll stick with that for now because I've got other fish to fry, by which I mean track to lay. There we go. Let's just. You know, what are you? The Southern Europe line. 85 of 85. That's what's keeping me in chocolate biscuits. Okay, right. Let's plow on up here. Yeah, there's all the red text of my gosh. Didn't you just make some money then, there, Squire? Okay, here we go. Building time. We're going to run out from. I don't like it. I think this is a error in setup. How many you got there? 6. 6 is okay. Okay, right. Let's. What I have found in my vast expertise experience is that if you set the destination first, so if you craft the destination first, life it tends to be a little easier. Buildings must be removed first. Now you're homeless as well. I'm going to have to remodel this entire area. Oh God! In order to, yeah, right. Now there better not be any collision, any complaints about not being able to run through here. Okay, so our destination is there. That goods station is where this line is heading. I know that's counterintuitive, but it's where we're going. And we want to do this in a way that that keeps our speed nice and high. Something like that. Because I want to run something fairly nippy down here. So we'll stay on land until we get to the bridge. I mean, I could just carve a bridge straight across there, but that is not the way that any sane person would build a bridge. likewise, I have done this in such a way that it's going to lead me to require a pretty hefty turn. How far are we from the point? We're coming up on the point. Right, let's bash it across like that. Yeah, I know, it's going to be expensive, but that's why we save up and have 150 million in the bank. We're going to have to, I need it to come in so that I've got some wiggle room at the other end. I'm committing to it in order to line it up with the platform. How does that look? You know what? That doesn't look too terrible. Now, given that that was an expensive bridge, I think we'll, and given that the traffic on this route is already, you know, bananas, I think we'll do that. I don't want to spend, I don't want to buy 2 lumps of excessive bridgery. Okay, good. Right, well, see, look, I did say that this was going to be painless. Although, you know, admittedly, we haven't run anything down here yet, so there is that to look forward to. And then over onto the other track. Excellent. Right, now, I'm going to run 2 trains up and down here to start with. Just to keep the journey time to a tolerable amount. Now, if that signal ever gets used, then something clearly disastrous has happened. Let's put one more there and another one there-ish. Okay, right, now, just in case I decide to upgrade to electric earlier than planned, we'll make sure that we're all set at that end. Okay, this is quite a nice route. All being well, this will pay off reasonably well. I do worry, however, about the backing service we've got here. And that's where I'm going to need signals galore. So I'm going to want one here, just so that the train can run all the way up to the edge of the platform, to the edge of the station, before, you know, wending its merry way across the bridge. And then I'm going to want another one. Oh, in fact, I should already have it. Where's... No, I haven't put it in yet. All right, fair enough. Okay, now, I don't know. Do you know? I don't think you know either. I think none of us know. And we're all just crossing our fingers in the hope that this either works really well first time or is such a catastrophe that it leads to some really high quality YouTube entertainment. I mean, it's convoluted to say the least, and we're running backing services here as well. I'm pretty certain the signals are right to keep things moving along, but you know, let's not jump the gun. Let's get the route in first, shall we? Okay then, right. So we are running from Yeol as expected out to Circuitani down here, right? And we'll call this Yeol suck. And we're going to hope that it doesn't suck. Right, okay, let's just check that it's doing everything I expect it to do route-wise. Equally, I'm going to have a quick look at other routes. Where's my other Circuitani route? Who comes out here? There we go, it's that red route, whatever it is. And all I was checking is that at least at one end of the proceedings, we're not trying to stick trains head to head with one another, and we're not. So that's, you know, that's a minor consolation. Likewise, I do need to get some crossing of the tracks going on. See if we can't pop this street over nice and quick. I think we might be a bit close. Go on, if I give you all the rope in the world. Yeah, see, there's not enough space, and I don't want to delete all of these that have, you know, they've developed quite nicely already. Also, we've got this little housing area over here that I have just cut off. Alright, okay, well, there's nothing else for it, I think. You're all homeless. Please do move back in again. Honestly, I will try not to do that any more often than I absolutely have to. No, 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 go this way. Up you go. Right, good. That's a start. Now let's make it more complicated and see if it's still going to play ball. Alright, so if we go like that, and then bring the curve around, and then is there room? Is there room? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm in the mood for deleting anything that gets in the way of my schemes. That includes you, friend. I don't want to know how much I've just spent on deleting things that were serving, you know, plenty of good, solid, sound town construction purpose. Something like that. Right, now let's see if it will still play ball as we go. Bridgeroo. Ball is being played. There we go. Right, let's take you round at a gentle angle over here. Well, when I say gentle, I mean 90 degrees. Let's plop you over on there. Right, that gives you some choices. Do good things with them. Likewise, let's continue to follow this along. In fact, we'll follow this as for a good shake. I don't think anybody's going to build out this far, but you never know. And then smash that onto that. Whiz that over here. Bosh that through there. See, there are plenty of verbs when it comes to track laying. There we are. Look, that looks like it could be something that develops nicely, or not, as the case may be. What else could we do here? I think we possibly need... Possibly, actually, is an understatement. We need a quick hop over the track there as well. And then I could probably... I possibly do with laying in another... What are we running here? Buses? Trams? Buses, by the looks of it. I could do with dropping another bus service over to the other side of the town. But that's all good. That's, you know, that's now sorted at least. But, you know, I should stop faffing about and buy a train. Multiple unit. Pioneer Zephyr. $560 a year. It's cheap. I mean, this is, you know, this is what you're up against if you're, you know, you're considering using a higher Wather. Is the Zephyr is just a magnificent alternative idea. It only carries 52 people. Now, have we got Zephyr wagons? Coaches. I should call them coaches. Have we got Zephyr coaches? And we've got these New Mexicos, which are, you know, splendid. Mind you, 52. 52 should be okay. And if it comes down to it, 52 is not okay, I'll have a third one. Because it's not like it's going to be ridiculously busy on there anyway. Right, Yeol Sokitani, off you go. Let's unpause the game. Right, okay, so we've got the essentially pretty complex, because it's going to be pretty complex, first out. Yeah, so he's already waiting for a free path. I'm going to help you out. Let's get a signal right there. Right, so at least you can come out, you can stick your nose out of the depot. And this is, you know, this is even more deco than the previous engine added the higher Wather. But look at it, look at that, look, it's pretty. No, it's not pretty, it's very pretty. Guaranteed to blind every driver who happens to see one crossing. Magnificent. Right, okay, now, if this picks up passenger 1, I'll be, you know, astounded. Hey, look, that seems to be working as intended, you know. As the goods train comes rattling through, and here we go, backing up the over here. Words, I have them all. There you go. It's almost too good a shot. There we go. We'll just as long as I remember, I've got another one coming. And again, the red text spoiling what would have been quite a nice shot. All right, we're going to follow this. I think it's worth it because this gets supplanted quite quickly in the grand scheme of you know, technology in the game. We'll take the time and watch it doing its thing. Now, the downside that we're going to bump into, as well as all the other downsides that I have created, is that this is a pretty quick train, faster than the goods trains that it's sharing a track with. That's something I should have thought of. Yeah, it's definitely going to get held up. Okay, right, well, I mean, you know, it was already definitely going to get held up. Now it's going to get held up more because it is so much faster than the other things sharing the line. That said, it doesn't feel like it's exactly, you know, ripping along at 56. Well, there we go. And now we're picking up a little bit of speed. And I'm hoping that this single track insane bridge is going to do a good job at spacing the two trains, maybe more, that run up and down here. But once this is, you know, fully established, I'm going to need to have a quick look at the old finances and make sure that I'm not running too many what's the word I want to use here? Vanity services. That are costing money rather than earning any, because I can't afford to do that. All right, how far off are we? We're coming up now, so we ought to get our next one going. Yeah, where did I leave the depot? Oh, I left it here. Yeol suck, off you trot. Right, let's get back up to the other end. There you go, hitting 76 coming in at this end. That's kind of cool. And in we come. Now, hopefully all those people I made homeless in Sukitani recently will have taken it upon themselves to kind of, you know, get themselves a bit of land and planned out a new lifestyle for them. There you go, there's one being built. We might be okay. Okay, how are we doing for passengers? What are we going to get here? What do we think? 3? I mean, it might be a bit early for 3. Oh no, that was definitely 1. What do we got? 1. Okay, well, you know, happy riding there, maiden voyager. Let's head up to the baffling end of the situation. How many have you got? None. Brilliant. I hope you do not end up costing me all the money in the world, because that would kind of be against what I was hoping for. Meanwhile, look at this. There are plenty of people waiting for trams. Let's get another couple on the go here. 1, 2. Right, I want you on whichever town we're in, Alpha, and you can go on the no, that's the same one. Yes, can go on Bravo. I mean, we have to believe in the services that we're running here will eventually generate a good amount of business. Otherwise, why in the hell are we doing it? Right, what do we got here? So, Librarian, 28 passengers waiting. Weber, 25 passengers waiting. Sukitani, 4 passengers waiting. Good. And we've got goods being delivered now. And we're running... How many different locomotives are we running here? That's 3, 4. We're at 4 different locos running services that pass through this station complex. And it's not even forced. You know, they're all appropriate to one degree or another, except for probably the Hiawatha. The Hiawatha is you know, just pure lunacy on that front. There's the 9,000 bringing in some goods. And then we've got trams dropping stuff off. We've got trains dropping stuff off. And what's not to like? Grand. Right, I'm going to have a quick look at let's have a look at the town situation. We haven't done that in a while. Skipperchew. Nothing really doing there. Telman is now number 1. Where is Yeol? Yeol 371. It's not going to stay there. Not when I complete the remaining services that are in the plan. It will you know, start making cash. Likewise, let's have a look at the cash. Right. Ignoring expenditure. 30 million I spent this year. 6 on bulldozing. Another 14 on construction. And then another 8. Okay, well, we can ignore that. What we want to look at is running costs, 37.9, versus income, 38.9. So we are probably profitable. Probably. Everybody say probably. Likewise, this station area isn't half a long way from the centre of town. But it is the only station in town, so it should still pick up, you know, punters. 11 on board. Now you're talking. Okay, good. I just want to go check in on the replacements that were going on. Right, so here we go. Look, there's these 3 amigos all burning through my money. The Hiawatha's doing God's work and has, you know, got me down 1.5 million this year. Yeol to Librarian. Oh no, that's another one that's just, you know, I'm just throwing money away on that. Fortunately, Wikaki to an Amasol, which is going to get a major upgrade shortly, is making the bucks. Not as much as Weber to Brownville. I'm not even sure I know that route, but I've got a lot of trains on it, so it's quite long. The mega route's 1.2 million is pretty good. Actually, on the mega route, let's not replace those trains anymore, because we're gonna replace that with something else shortly. The transatlantic is costing me a fortune. Good. Where are we going? Where is SAS to Bryan VA costing me $1 million? SAS to Pacific Diamond costing me $500,000. Oh, who's this cheeky oil? No, it's not oil goods. It's Telman Lumber. Actually making some money. So there we go. You see, look, I mean, look, where I'm making money, money is being made. Where I'm losing money, the reverse is true. So they're offsetting each other. And do I need to take a look at it with regards to making everybody suddenly profitable, or do we just leave it alone? If we're overall making cash, surely that's the only thing that's necessary, and that the modelling thereof is the route laying and all of this good stuff is the bit that matters. The opinions, you have them, throw them in. I'll listen. I may even comment. Actually, let's have a look at trams. The Mediterranean tram route making bank, and you know, to be honest, they lose so little cash that if they do anything to drive more passengers to other services, then it's worth doing. Likewise, roads. Most of my road service is doing quite nicely. I need to flick through here and make sure they're not all being replaced with nonsense. Likewise, you know, there'll be new trucks coming along. Here we go. We're about to hit an hour, yeah, and this looks like we're hitting a good moment to kind of wrap this thing up. Mind you, there's good train happenings. Look, we missed it. Sorry, I was looking at a spreadsheet and trains were doing their thing. Oh yeah, there's the A4. That's what we've been waiting for. That's going to be another way of spending a ton of cash, and that's what we're going to start with next time. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Colonel Failure. Yes. So, what should we do next? Well, we're going to A4 up next time around, and then we'll see how many of these 3 amigos we can take to exciting and sexy destinations. Where should we go? I mean, we could go to many. Right, we've done Librarian, and we've done Weber. Who are our next targets? Frenchton, Colesver, Harebear, I think. You might go, Harebear, are you absolutely mad? I am. Thanks very much for watching. Chucks a like. Subscribe if you've not done so already. And I will return to you presently for more adventures of a money-burning nature. If we're lucky, I will be able to keep talking until an exciting train pulls into the station while something else is happening over on the horizon. Look, you know, this is what you paid to see. This is what you're seeing. Thanks very much for watching. Cheerio.